Is that a little schizophrenic for her, or like?
Um, no, I think you just have to believe the truth. You just have to tell the truth of each scene. And I think, my job as an actor is creating a world that doesn't exist. And so, um, yeah, it's definitely a different challenge when you're working with all the elements of action and green screen. It's a totally different challenge, but a really fun one, and I love doing it.
How fun is it, or how interesting is it for you to explore a few times a year a different person in a way, because you work a
Yeah,
lot and then you get into people's lives.
it used to be a lot harder, just because I wasn't as good at separating work and life. But I've gotten much better at sort of turning it off at the end of the day and not bringing my characters home with me. That was something I had to learn to do. I think having a daughter helped because I really couldn't bring some of my characters home to my daughter. It didn't feel very healthy. So
So it's more, you feel more grounded
I
with
feel much more
experience.
grounded. Yeah, absolutely. And I trust that the character is going to be there if I don't bring it home. I know she'll be there the next day. So
Yeah, at 8 a.m.,
yeah,
right?
at 8 a.m. God, that would be a gift.
6, 5.
5:30.
Yeah, people tend to glamorize the film industry, but you guys work a lot. Everybody works, the
Oh
technicians.
yeah, everybody works a lot. I try not to complain because if I'm getting there at 5:45, somebody's been there since 4:45. So I try to keep my complaints to a minimum.
Eh, how interesting was it for you to be in this world that is huge? I mean, you've done a lot of films, but this is
Yeah, this is unlike anything I've done,
a
unlike
blockbuster.
anything most of us have done, because it really is bringing together these two iconic characters in this clash, but then also introducing, and then the villains. We have two villains, we have three heroes, and then we have all the human element with Holly Hunter is so great, and Diane, and Zach like really gave really wonderful, complex female roles without sort of buying into an archetype. So it's really fun.
How come you get so all these cool roles? Do you have a great agent, or
I
people
do.
love, yeah, or you're just picky and you want this and that?
I've been lucky. They've come to me in some respects, and I think kind of I'm really lucky. Yeah.
Because in a way you have a tendency or to surprise the audience.
Oh,
Because
well, thank you.
some people think, she can sing, she can, but then you do something else. She's doing this too. What's going on? So
I
you
think
work really hard, or you're talented, or whatever. I don't know. What do you do?
I work
You
hard.
take
but-
vitamins.
No, but also I've been lucky enough. Sometimes people get pigeonholed, and you don't get the opportunity to show a range. And luckily, I've had directors who've given me an opportunity to do something outside of people's expectations, and that's a real gift. So, of course, I want to, do my best in those situations. But without the opportunity, there's not, there's no chance to show range. So.
And through movies, you become not a product in a bad way, but you become
Yeah, a
famous.
bit of a, yeah, I know what you're saying.
So there's a little of you that is a product, and the rest
Sure,
is
yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to deal with the product part of you?
Yeah,
How-
that's not natural to me. Sometimes it feels a little, it just feels inorganic. At the end of the day, you just try to keep it in perspective, and again, just come home to what your reality is. And I try not to get too caught up in the negative or into what isn't working, and I just have a perspective of what's happening in the world, and it gets a little tough to be under a microscope, but whatever. Like, what are you gonna do, right? We're all human.